It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Man, tornadoes are terrible, terrible things, and they wipe out towns. They cause human casualties. And I got to tell you something. Depending on the warning is depending on the behavior. Let me explain. So me and my wife, we lived in Kansas for 20 years. And for about 17 of those 20 years, our neighbors kept telling us, hey, if there's ever a tornado, please come and use our basement, because we didn't have a basement. But our neighbors did. And you know what? For 17 years, we never took them up on the offer. We'd hear the siren going off, and we'd be looking around. We're all right. The tree's not blowing too hard. We'll be safe. And then, in the year 2012, the state of Kansas decided we have got to make our warnings for tornadoes scarier because people are not paying attention. So let's tell them the truth about a tornado. And here's the warning. Here's the new warning. It used to be just a siren and please take shelter. Here's the new one. Please take immediate shelter, underground if possible. If you don't have a basement, use your neighbors. If you survive the tornado, when you come back out into the open, you will not recognize where you are. You will see human casualties and death around you. Be prepared. And I'm thinking to myself, I look at my wife, I'm like, holy shit, we're going to the neighbor's basement. First time. And guess what? About a half a mile north, there was a tornado. It took a strip center and completely wiped it off its foundation. So I started thinking to myself, man, if that tornado was a half a mile south, and if the old warning was on, just the siren and take cover, would I have ignored it? Would I have felt comfortable in complacency? Probably so, and me and my beautiful wife probably would have got wiped off the planet. So from bad news, wisdom is born. We can't run from bad news. We have to embrace it, find the wisdom in it, and then try to compensate for what the bad news is telling us so we can make it good news. The other night I was watching the news, and they're interviewing a couple restaurateurs. I think I said that right. Entrepreneurs, people that own restaurants. They're talking to these folks, and one of the entrepreneurs says, well, I got to be honest, we're going to probably go out of business. We're not going to be able to, we can't serve half the people. We can't separate people. This is a small place. I just won't be able to make enough money. The other entrepreneur that owns the restaurant, guess what he's doing? He's making TV dinners, gourmet TV dinners. He said to himself, you know what? It's not about my restaurant and how many people I can fit in chairs. It's about my food. People come to me because they like my food, first and foremost. So let's make sure I can continue to give them what I do best, my food. That entrepreneur is going to survive this. That entrepreneur knows what he's heading into, knows he's going to have to reduce the size of his restaurant by how many people can sit in there. He'll probably never stop doing the TV dinner thing. He'll probably do it even better and better. He'll modify his deliverable to meet the realities of a new marketplace. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you did pre-pandemic will not be the same post-pandemic. There will be challenges ahead, and we can't run from those challenges. We can't hide from them. We can't continue to surround ourselves with things that make us feel good. We have to get wisdom from the threats around us. And I welcome everyone to do two things. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ray Stashevsko. You can find me on LinkedIn. You're watching me there. The End of the Day with Ray. Go to my website, End of the Day with Ray. There's tons of information. There's tons of warning signs. Ray's been out front and center warning the industry, called the Imaging Channel, of a lot of things coming their way. And unfortunately, there's a whole lot of people that didn't pay attention to those warnings. So like the state of Kansas back in 2012, I've decided maybe I got to be a little scarier. Of course, the scarier you get, the more you threaten complacency. But folks, here's what I'll tell everyone. There is wisdom. There is wisdom born from scary shit. And it's that scary shit that can cause action to create a new normal. And it's about creating the new normal that your competitors will follow. I'm going to end this like I always do. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.